Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A woman is shot and killed at a home in Beloit. Police are investigating the case as a homicide.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis visits Northern Illinois. His focus is on police officers in an effort to boost his political profile.
And a plan to give Illinois workers paid time off is on the way to the governor's desk. The employer mandate would be based on hours worked. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson.
One person is dead after a shooting in Beloit this morning.
Jess Lipson is live in Beloit. Jess, what did you learn about this attack?
Well, Eric and Mimi, I'm on Porter Avenue, just north of the intersection of Prairie and White. This is where Beloit police say a woman was shot and killed this morning. Officers got to the scene around 8:45 after a report that someone had been shot. A lot of their investigation seems to be around a few cars parked in a nearby driveway. There were evidence markers placed on at least 2 vehicles. Both have Wisconsin license plates. I did speak with a few neighbors who didn't want to go on camera, but told me they aren't shocked by the gun violence in the area. Police say there is no danger to the community related to this homicide. Police have not released the name of the woman killed or any information further about the shooter. As I learn more, I'll update you online and on the air. Live in Beloit for your home team, I'm Jess Lipson. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jess. We'll check in with you later if we need to. A home invader's hurt after he's shot breaking into someone's home. Early Sunday morning, Ogle County Sheriff's deputies were called to Fowler Road in Rochelle for a home invasion in progress. Officers found a man shot by someone living at the house. Bullets hit him at least once in the lower abdomen. The suspect was taken to Rochelle Airport and flown to OSF St. Anthony Medical Center in Rockford. At last check, he was in critical but stable condition. The incident is under investigation. No charges have been filed yet. Also in Ogle County, police arrest a man after he leads them on an early morning chase. Around 1, the pursuit started on Route 64 at Moore Road, just west of I-39. The suspect in a red Ford Mustang got as fast as 120 miles per hour and ignored more than one traffic control device. The chase continued through Oregon. Police say the car crashed on East Front Street in Mount Morris. They took the driver, 33-year-old Derek Holmes, into custody. He's charged with aggravated fleeing to elude, DUI, reckless driving, and several traffic violations. Holmes was transported to the Ogle County Jail.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is in Elmhurst this evening addressing members of the Chicago Fraternal Order of Police. The visit was greeted by a long line of officers waiting to attend and crowds of protesters across the street. It comes one day after DeSantis spoke to police officers on New York's Staten Island. Law enforcement was the focus of both events. He bashed New York's controversial bail reform law at yesterday's event and urged NYPD cops to transfer to Florida.
Police are out there, and then these people will just take pot shots at them. They'll throw things, bottles, all this other stuff, and you're just like a sitting duck. So we did anti-riot legislation in Florida, which says if you're engaged in mob violence, if you're engaged in rioting or looting, you're not getting a slap on the wrist. You're going to jail in the state of Florida, and you're going to pay the price.
DeSantis is reportedly planning to jump into the Republican presidential primary race this spring. Illinois Democratic Senator Dick Durbin was part of an historic number of lawmakers who attended this weekend's Global Security Conference in Munich, Germany.
The senator says the U.S. and allies renewed their commitment to help Ukraine and send a broader message to China. Raquel Martin shows us a high-profile Republican agrees.
Nearly a year after the Russian invasion into Ukraine, Illinois Democratic Senator Dick Durbin says U.S. support sends a loud message around the globe.
We've got to make it clear to China and the rest of the civilized world that the invasion of an innocent and peaceful country is never acceptable.
Durbin joined 30 senators and more than 30 House lawmakers at a global security conference in Germany this weekend.
Bipartisan support for the Ukrainian people is strong.
He says the U.S. government and NATO allies will continue to provide Ukraine with the humanitarian aid and weapons it needs to defeat Russia, even with signs that public support in the U.S. is wavering.
We will pay a price for supporting the Ukrainian people, but it is the right thing to do. And it pales in comparison to the price we pay if Putin prevails.
Senator Lindsey Graham, who spoke at the conference, says the investments are necessary to protect every country.
Never have we had an opportunity to reset the world for the better than now.
Over the weekend, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said China may be considering sending Russia lethal support. But Senator Durbin and Senator Graham both say that would be the wrong move.
That would change everything forever.
I certainly am concerned about that, and China has not been clearly in opposition to Putin.
Right now, the Chinese government insists it's focused on promoting peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. In Washington, Raquel Martin.
Illinois workers are closer to getting mandatory paid time off. Last month, we told you lawmakers passed a bill that would give employees 40 hours of paid leave every year. Workers can use that for whatever they want. Not everyone qualifies, and that includes federal employees, seasonal workers, and college students working temporary jobs at their school's campus. For every 40 hours someone works, they earn 1 hour of leave. Workers would be able to use the time after being on the job for 90 days. If Governor Pritzker signs the bill, it goes into effect January 1st. Gas prices in the Forest City dropped for the third straight week. The decrease is nearly 5 cents a gallon.
That brings the average to $3.42. According to Gas Buddy, the cheapest station selling gas for $3.19. The most expensive is $3.74. Oil prices have softened over the last week, helping to limit any upside at the pump. However, with strong economic data leading to concern that the Fed will continue to use interest rates to slow the economy and increase gasoline prices again.
Students at Michigan State University returned to class 1 week after a deadly mass shooting on campus.
3 students were killed and 5 others wounded during the shooting on February 13th. Administrators say this isn't a return to normal. The 2 buildings where the shootings took place will remain closed for the rest of the semester. Nearly 300 classes will be relocated. Many students say they feel anxious being back and are grateful for the support of the school community.
Everyone putting up signs, even when they're not a part of staff or things like that. They just want to be some kind of crutch throughout this whole thing. Shows me that we're getting through it together.
5 students who were wounded in the shooting remain in the hospital, including 2 in critical condition. MSU says it will cover their expenses as well as funeral costs for those killed. A study finds more than 1 in 5 children and adolescents show signs of eating disorders.
The research published in JAMA Pediatrics analyzed more than 30 studies from 16 countries. Results show 22% of kids between the ages of 6 and 18 exhibited signals of disordered eating. That includes distorted self-image, strict dietary rules, and scrutinizing how much one exercises in relation to eating. Experts say these behaviors can progress over time and lead to a person being diagnosed with an eating disorder. Researchers compiled data using a widely used questionnaire to screen for eating disorders. Girls, older adolescents, and those with a higher body mass index had the highest rate. One of the study's authors encourages parents to look out for signs of disordered eating in their children and to get professional help as soon as possible if parents notice these behaviors.
Many parents give their kids fever-reducing medicine when it may not be needed, according to a poll by Mott Children's Hospital. 1 in 3 parents said they would give their child medicine for a low-grade fever of 100.4 degrees or lower. 1 in 2 would use medicine for a fever between 100.4 and 101.9. Pediatricians say these medications may keep your child comfortable, but unnecessary usage can postpone the diagnosis of what is causing the fever by masking symptoms.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, we have got a lot to talk about here in the weather department over the next couple of days, so I hope you were able to take advantage of some of the nicer weather we've had here as of late. That warm weather for February standards from the weekend carrying over into this afternoon, melting away a lot of that snowfall. We take a live look with our SkyTrack camera. This out in Freeport at the Park Hills Golf Course. Beautiful sunset on a mostly clear sky. This brought to us by Rockford Career College here this evening. Temperatures in the 40s at 44 in Freeport, 46 in Rockford, Belvedere. Same thing in Rochelle, and 48 right now down in Dixon. 48 also for our weather watcher Terry here in Genoa, northern DeKalb County. Southerly wind at about 13 miles per hour. 46 for our weather watcher Mike just north of Forreston. We've got some sunshine sunshine and a breeze coming in from the south. That wind direction will turn to the northwest following a cold front tied into an area of low pressure. This is actually a clipper system passing to the north, but because we are so dry, precipitation staying up to the north, not anticipating any of that here as we go through the night. But we are going to see an increase in cloud cover and colder air kind of filter in. So as that cold front comes through, our winds are going to turn to the northwest tonight and they'll pick up. So winds will be gusting 30 to 35 miles per hour during the overnight into the start of tomorrow. That is going to bring our wind chill factor down into the teens tomorrow morning. So it is going to be a cold start, but we've got sunshine for the first half of the day. Cloud cover increases later into the afternoon. Temperatures will be colder than what we felt here, but closer to where we should be. Our numbers staying in the low to mid 30s for tomorrow. Winds are going to ease as we get a little bit further into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Our next storm system working down just to the southwest. Area of low pressure now moving down through the Four Corners region. Another piece of energy kind of working down the west coast. Both of those are going to work in conjunction here as we go through these next couple of days to give us that wintry weather. Snowfall, accumulating snowfall, I do not think is in the cards for us. That is going to stay to the north. So what we get more is freezing rain, sleet, and rain, and a mixture of all of that here as we look towards Tuesday night. But no issues outside of the wind tonight and into tomorrow. We've got sunshine tomorrow morning. Cloud cover increases as we go through the afternoon. Notice we could see a couple of light snow showers, maybe a flurry or two. This most likely right along and north of Highway 20 and then up to the north in southern Wisconsin. So some very minor accumulations expected with that. Don't really anticipate any issues, at least locally for us, as far as that commute is concerned. As we go through the morning on Wednesday, we are likely to start off dry, but things are going to change as that low pressure system comes closer to us. We get that push of moisture coming in. We may see a little snow initially late morning into the early afternoon, but I think for us, we've got more of a freezing rain, sleet, and rain mixture going into the afternoon. May start off as more rain showers and then transition over to a period of some heavier sleet here during that time, along with a little bit of that freezing rain before drying things out late Wednesday night and then going into Thursday. So let's kind of look at this as we go throughout the period. Why are we going to see that mixed precipitation? Well, we look at where that 32-degree line is, that freezing line, and that is right here over northern Illinois. Watch what happens as we go through the day on Wednesday. It does not move. It stays. So it stays very, very close to us. As we look above, we've got this warm wedge of air. So if we take kind of a slice of our atmosphere, this warm wedge of air coming in, that will melt anything that comes down initially. So we get rain making contact onto surfaces where that temperature is very close to freezing. So that's why we're going to see that more mixed precipitation. And there could be some accumulations with that. Also could be some accumulations here as we look into as far as the sleet and even some freezing rain potential too. Heavier rainfall staying to the south of us, guys. 25 on Friday. We'll see those numbers back into the 30s by the weekend.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Pitchers and catchers at White Sox and Cubs spring training camps have a lot more company now. Position players join them today for the first full squad workouts. Ian Happ will start in left field again for the Cubs this year. He was an all-star and a Gold Glove winner last year. He had a .271 batting average and his 72 RBI were a career high. He says he's pumped about his new teammates, Cordy Bellinger and Dansby Swanson.
It's not only what they've done throughout their careers, but the fact that these guys, there's a lot of World Series rings, in the room again. A lot of guys with accolades and Gold Gloves and All-Star games and all kinds of stuff. So, all those experiences as a big league player just prepare you to go through a season. And I think it's good for a lot of the young guys, too, to be able to talk to those guys and learn from their experiences.
The Cubs made one roster move today, signing veteran pitcher Mike Fulmer to a one-year contract. 2 years ago, he had 14 saves with Detroit. At Sox camp, catcher Yasmani Grandal is hoping to get back on track after a down year last year. He was slowed by knee and back injuries. So he spent the offseason working with Blackhawks strength and conditioning coach Paul Goodman to get stronger.
It was definitely a great offseason when it came to that aspect. We got close to a little bit over 100 sessions in, so it was great. It was great. I saw a progression that I wanted to see.
Well, several Ice Hogs have tallied their first career NHL goals this season. Cole Gutman is the latest to do it. Gutman had his big moment last night in the Blackhawks' 5-3 win against the Maple Leafs. He's had a tremendous rookie season for the Ice Hogs, accounting for 30 points in 39 games. And now this. Just a year ago, he was playing college hockey at the University of Denver.
We're just hoping it would happen, honestly, at some point. But the way it happened was really grateful for that.
What was the first thought that went through your head, if anything?
Celebrating, honestly. I don't know. It was crazy. A lot of emotions. Obviously, seeing Ian Mitchell turning the corner there was pretty special. But I don't know. Not a lot went through my head. Just obviously saw the crowd go crazy and just wanted to celebrate.
It is official now. Fred VanVleet has switched agents. Over the weekend, he signed with Clutch Sports, an agency based in Los Angeles. It was founded by Rich Paul. Clutch Sports represents several big-name athletes and coaches, including LeBron James. VanVleet will be looking to sign a big free agent deal this summer. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Tonight on News Nation, America's fastest growing cable news network, News Nation exposed Mexican drug cartels invading our hometowns. Now, have they infiltrated our military too? The man who helped bring down El Chapo says yes. Our exclusive Cartels in America investigation continues tonight on Cuomo. See why more people are turning to News Nation. To find News Nation, go to newsnationnow.com and click Channel Finder.
First Warning Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. We've got a clear sky out there now. Radar stays quiet, but by the middle of the week, we've got more wintry weather moving in. This combined with some light snow mixing in with some freezing rain, sleet, and then just rainfall Wednesday into Thursday.
Sounds messy. Thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.